Admiral Varek's 3 hearts nearly stopped beating in unison as the tactical display flickered to life aboard the Imperial flagship Dominion's Wrath. Where empty space had existed moments before, now hung a fleet of vessels unlike anything in the Empire's vast archives. Sleek, angular ships that seemed to bend light around their hulls, their surfaces reflecting the distant stars like liquid mercury. "Impossible," whispered Commander Tez, her scaled fingers trembling over the sensor controls. "The scans show over 2,000 vessels, but they weren't there 30 seconds ago." Varek's compound eyes narrowed, analyzing the formation. These weren't the primitive fusion-powered craft the Empire's xenobiologists had predicted humans might eventually develop. These ships pulsed with exotic energy signatures that made the flagship's quantum sensors shriek in protest. "Sir," the communications officer's voice cracked, "we're receiving a transmission on all frequencies. It's in perfect galactic standard." The main screen shimmered, revealing a human face. Angular features, steel-gray eyes, and an expression carved from granite. When the human spoke, his words carried the weight of a species' fury. "I am Fleet Admiral Marcus Kane of the Terran Liberation Force. 73 years ago, your pacification fleet turned Earth's major cities to glass. You believed you had exterminated a primitive species. You were wrong." Varek's mandibles clicked nervously. The Empire's records were clear. Humanity's homeworld had been sterilized after their first attempts at faster-than-light travel. It had been deemed a necessary preemptive strike against a potentially aggressive species. "In your arrogance," Kane continued, "you failed to account for our colony ships, the ones already beyond your detection range when your weapons fell. We scattered across the galaxy's edge, learned from species you had never encountered, and built technologies you cannot comprehend." The human fleet began moving with unsettling precision, each vessel maintaining perfect formation despite the gravitational chaos of the asteroid field they'd emerged from. Varek realized with growing horror that the asteroids themselves were moving, massive hollowed-out rocks serving as mobile shipyards, their surfaces bristling with construction arrays. "Impossible," Tez breathed. "They've weaponized an entire asteroid belt." Kane's image leaned forward. "For 7 decades, we've watched your empire expand, enslaving species, strip-mining worlds, spreading your doctrine of order through subjugation. Today, that ends." The tactical display erupted in warnings as the human ships began charging weapon systems that defied Imperial understanding. Energy readings spiked beyond the sensor's ability to measure, while space itself seemed to ripple around their weapon arrays. "Fleet Command, this is Admiral Varek." He spoke into his communicator, his voice betraying none of his terror. "Request immediate reinforcement. We face an unknown threat level." The response crackled through, "Negative, Admiral. All border fleets report similar encounters. The humans have simultaneously engaged our forces across 17 sectors. 17 sectors. The implications staggered Varek. Humanity hadn't just survived. They'd spent decades positioning themselves for a coordinated strike across thousands of light years. Kane's transmission continued. "Your people called us vermin to be exterminated. But vermin, Admiral, are remarkably good at survival. We adapt. We multiply. We remember." The first human weapon fired not at the Imperial fleet, but at the nearby moon. The celestial body didn't explode. It simply ceased to exist, its matter converted to pure energy that dissipated harmlessly into space. The demonstration sent a clear message. This wasn't just superior firepower, but technology that manipulated matter at the quantum level. "We offer terms," Kane stated. "Withdraw from all occupied worlds. Release all enslaved species. Dismantle your war fleets. Submit to tribunals for crimes against sentient life." Varek felt his authority crumbling like ancient stone. The Empire had ruled through fear for a millennium, but now faced beings who had transformed terror into a weapon of liberation. "And if we refuse?" Varek managed to ask. Kane's smile held no warmth. "Then you'll discover why your ancestors should have shown mercy to a species that never forgets its dead." The human fleet began advancing, their ships phase-shifting through dimensions the Empire didn't know existed. Behind them, more fleets materialized from folded space. Humans who had been planning this moment since childhood, raised on stories of lost Earth and nurtured on dreams of justice. The Galactic Empire's age of dominion was ending one system at a time.